Hi everyone, Hilary Cragg here. Thank you so much for listening and watching this video. I'm really grateful that you do, and I hope this is helpful. So today I'm going to talk about loneliness and dementia. And I'm going to talk about loneliness in general. So there's quite a well-known study done by Julianne Holt-Lundstad. It was done a few years ago now, and she looked at loneliness in general. This is not specified to people with dementia, but what she looked at is actually how bad loneliness is for our health. So people who are lonely have worse health outcomes, and it increases the risk of all sorts of things. So it increases the risk of heart disease, of dementia, of early death, and all sorts of other chronic health conditions. And she was the one who coined the phrase that loneliness is as bad for our health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So she's really flagging up that loneliness is actually something that's very bad for everybody's health. It's not about people with dementia, it's about everybody, which obviously would include people with dementia. And so following on from that study, the Alzheimer's Society have also done some studies specifically looking at loneliness and dementia and how that interacts, and also looking at the person with dementia and looking at carers and loneliness for both of those two groups. So starting with people with dementia, a third of all people who have a dementia live on their own, and of that group, of that third of people with dementia, 62% of them feel lonely, and that compares with 38% of all people with dementia. So if you have a dementia and you live on your own, you are much more statistically likely to feel lonely. And of those people, only 45% of people who live on their own actually feel part of the community. So people do feel quite isolated when they live out in the community, and yet people always say they want to live in their own home. And what happens then is that they continue to live in their own home, which is what they say they want, but they also do feel quite lonely and quite isolated. And as for carers, what they found, the Alzheimer's Society study, is that 44% of carers suffer moderate loneliness, and 18% of carers suffer severe loneliness. And so when you add that 44 and 18 together, that's almost 2/3 of all carers feel some form of loneliness. So being a carer is an incredibly isolating and lonely role to take on. So what does that mean? What does that mean for anybody? Well, if you're a person with dementia and you feel lonely, then actually it's probably quite good for your health to try and find a group, try and find something where and some way that you can interact with other people that will make you feel less lonely. If you're a carer, again, try and find a group. There are lots of Alzheimer's Society groups, and globally there are different Alzheimer's groups or dementia groups that you can be part of, so to try, if you can, to take part in something. Keep in contact with your family or friends or whoever you can, to try and maintain those connections, those social connections, because they're going to be really important for your health. And if you know somebody with a dementia, or you know a carer, actually, and be kind to them, be nice to them, be compassionate with them. If they're having a good day today, they might not have such a great day tomorrow, or yesterday might not have been such a great day. And sometimes it's as simple as saying hello, how are you, and actually really listening to what the reply is. It's allowing that person to feel truly heard and truly cared about. So if you can do that for either a person with dementia or a carer, then you have done them an enormous service. I hope that's useful. Stay well, be happy. Bye.